My career as a U.S.-based epidemiologist began when both the varicella zoster virus and I recognized that there was not a lot of future in co-cultivating dorsal root ganglia at the Peter Bent Brigham Hospital, especially when I had to wait in line for the ganglia at autopsy. I called Lyle Conrad at CDC and was offered a job as EIS officer and acting state epidemiologist in the Arkansas Department of Health. The first challenge was a cluster of Salmonella Newport cases, which, when spread out on a cartogram representing the population size, typhoid was apparently transmitted from an acutely ill patient to a second person who received an endoscopy next on the schedule. The first patient had acquired typhoid from the home of a carrier, where the water intake ran through a puddle of sewage. 68 cases of histoplasmosis occurred in a courthouse in Hot Springs, Arkansas, when two workers cleaned the roof and threw the bird droppings off the edge of the building, where they were sucked inside by the air conditioners. In the first 12 months, there were 18 outbreak investigations, 6 of which eventually were published. After the 2-year EIS experience, I returned to the NIH lab in Hawaii, where I learned electron microscopy enough to do a study of a rotavirus in newborn nurseries. At that point, the laboratory had funding problems, and I went job hunting in Papua New Guinea, Bangladesh, and finally Minnesota, where I became state epidemiologist. After the first year, chronic disease and eventually even maternal child health was added to my responsibilities. We assembled a committee of experts in societal change and developed a plan for non-smoking in health. An experimental surveillance system asked each physician in the state to report all diagnoses for a single day. We developed a method for estimating disease impact by adding medical care cost, morbidity, and mortality, all as years of potential life lost. This is another special graph that I developed at CDC for disease reports.